Hi guys, I just wanted to touch base with you. We are going to be starting Unit 6 this week. I am going to have a nice tie-in with Unit 5 and solubility, how things dissolve. Unit 6 actually talks about kinetic molecular theory, rates of reaction, equilibrium reaction, and Le Chatelier's principle, and then it ends with gas laws. Unit 7 will be about thermochemistry. So there's quite a bit of overlap in what we're doing here, especially since you'll see in today's little video, I'm going to be talking about different temperature. And the main goals in Unit 6 are to provide an explanation about the effects of temperature and concentration on reacting particles occurring within a reaction, and how those changing conditions influence the reaction rates in terms of reactants and products. So before we jump right into that, we're going to kind of talk about what temperature does to things like solubility. And I am going to kind of just go forward here. Let's see if I could get this thing to advance to the next slide for me. Not really what I wanted to do. There we go. All right. I do want to kind of point out that the directions each day, you should be reading the stream post. That's sort of like our newsletter. I usually put up a today's video just like this one to kind of give you an overview of what's going on. If you want to click the classwork tab to see the individual assignments and posts, you certainly can do that. But a lot of times the instructions, video tutorials, some hints, some support links are going to appear in the stream post. That is our newsletter. So make sure you read through the stream post and watch this little today's video as an overview. If you have questions on a particular assignment, I really would like you to try to add a public comment on that particular assignment. That way you could kind of ask your peers, like, where is this button that I'm supposed to click on the practice? I'm not really sure what I have to do. I'm having trouble uploading a document or a photo from my phone. Does anybody know what to do? This link seems broken. Is it me, or is it those types of questions that you would normally ask a classmate in class when you're sitting in your table groups and you wanted to know how to clarify one of the instructions? Please feel free to go ahead and post that and use that to communicate school appropriately with your classmates to get some assistance. That does not mean like, what is the answer to number 9? What that means is, hey, I can't understand what they mean in number 9 when they mean diagram. Do you think they mean write a dipole? That would be a better question. If you still need further help, please go ahead and email me. Please email me your assignment number. It's nice if you put your block or class that you're in and the specific question. If you ask me, I don't know how to do anything, I'm going to say, did you turn on your computer? And then I'm going to ask you, did you read the post on April 8th? And then I'm going to ask you, did you watch the first video? Did you see the minute number 72? I really need a specific question. If you want to ask me a specific question, like what's the electronegativity on nitrogen? I could say that's a great question. I did go back and add an electronegativity chart to the materials. The electronegativity on nitrogen is 3.0. That's a question I can answer. So again, I'm really happy to answer those questions. I'm hoping that maybe later this week we'll do some sort of office hour. I don't want to overlap with other classes, but I also don't want to be having you guys get up at 7 in the morning either. So I may put the office hour for like Wednesday at 2 o'clock. I'm going to see if I can get some feedback on that, and then we'll go from there. I have a video that we're going to watch later this week about kinetics and equilibrium, and I am going to post that video clip. I would like to see if I can get each of you to kind of put a response, not necessarily on a shared slide. I think I'm going to try to do it on the comments. We'll see if we can get that. But I did want to talk about some of the things that we've done so far. On the CK12 website, a lot of people had some trouble figuring out how to get to the view practice. So at the end of the reading, sometimes there's a view practice. In fact, if you get to this view practice, usually underneath it, there's a little spot where you can actually translate this into the language of your choice. If you would like to do that as well, that would be awesome. And when you get 10 questions right, you get 100. If you only do 10 questions and you get 4 right, that's 40%. So you could keep practicing until you get the 10 questions right. So on the CK12, you have the opportunity to kind of go do as many questions as you can until you get it perfectly right. While I'm talking about the Spanish Translate, I know we have access to the computer, but even if you're in English, some of these words might be difficult to read or hard for you to read. I did ask you guys, I told you guys about a Chrome extension to read out loud. If you need help with that, especially if you're reading a lot of stuff for a lot of classes, please go ahead and add that read out loud extension. That can help you out quite a bit. And again, I'm hoping that we can kind of move back into Unit 6 here and get this started right away. You'll notice that I put up several different activities. There's only one that's the view practice. The other ones are clearly labeled that it'll just mark that you access them. I am kind of pausing because I would like you to finish that number 9 assignment. If you watch the video clips I posted for April 7th and April 8th, my A day and my B day, the answers are right there. Please kind of hand draw those on a piece of paper and write the answers out on a piece of paper, and then you'll be able to kind of finish those questions up. That's going to be a significant grade. And hopefully we'll catch up and get started from there. Thank you guys, and more to come this week. I hope everybody's doing well. I thought that last week was a little bit difficult for me. I like the organization and being on time and interacting with you guys. So hopefully we can get that back on track this week. Thanks, guys.